Dmitri Donskoi, the PR8 light cruiser, is a typical new gold ship. That is to say, she's a generic DPS Vanguard ship. She requires an AP gun, but fortunately the current best CL gun is AP anyways. She buffs the whole fleet's AP damage, but only by 5% for 5 seconds, and you also can't guarantee that the BB who fires first is chosen by her skill. Speaking of the buff only, it's worse than those of the rainbow ships Guam, Trafalgar, Z-52, etc. And that's only speaking about the buff. In terms of everything else about the ship, Donskoi is way worse than these rainbow ships. But to be fair, she has decent DPS for a gold ship, that is. It's worse than Baya, but adding the AP fleet buff puts Donskoi's R DPS around Dev 30 Baya. Her survivability when she's not main tanking is similar to Portland, according to local EHP experts, and that is significantly worse than Baya. So here, calculated personal DPS for 80-second battles using the best available gear. She's basically Drake level of DPS, which used to be good a few years ago, but nowadays it's nothing special. So for endgame peering, I put Donskoi at around the same places as the other new gold CLs, plus some older PR CLs like Harbin and Baya. Baya hasn't gotten her Fate Sim yet, so she's gonna be better within the next month probably. But anyways, Donskoi is sort of usable in late campaign chapter 15 because she has decent AA, but still not worth noting in the AA column. In terms of worth, again, as with all PR8 ships, it requires Dev 30, so it'll take new players a long time to get her to a usable state because there's no catch-up or coining. For endgame players though, she has very good tech, so light cruiser hit +2 for obtain and +1 firepower for level 120. And of course, again, she's not worth using in hard content because she's just worse than rainbow ships. Here is some example gear. First row is the premium setup, so of course using Plymouth gun, the best CL AP gun, best CL gun in general actually. And for standard setups, if you don't have the Plymouth gun, then you should use Donskoi's own gun, which you should be able to craft if you've gotten her to Dev 30. And then just standard CL gear, because she does standard CL things. And barrages are also like nothing notable. According to simulations against moving enemies, both of these barrages have around 28% hit rate, which is pretty good considering that they're not aimed. Anyways, that barrage hit rate is already included in her calculated DPS a few slides back. So that's Donskoi, boring, average, new gold CL.